Hello everyone and welcome to Net Crypto, where you get important information and news about all coins of interest. And today we're going to be taking a look at Metapets. Right, so just ensure you're subscribed to the channel if you want to stay informed about everything that is happening with Metapets. Right, so today the purpose of this video is I'm going to expand on that breaking news that came out of the listing of Hotbit that we are expecting to see in terms of Metapets. And if you're invested into Metapets right now, why that is very important, right? We are going to be diving into that very quickly. So let's just take a look at Metapets. We see the price currently on 9 zeros to 8% up on the day. Obviously the rest of the market is doing very well. Bitcoin crossing that key 47,000 price for the first time in 2022. So we do see that there is bullish movement in terms of all cryptos overall, and we do see as well that Metapets has got that increase, right? But of course Metapets is still far from that all-time, the ATH that it reached, right? So a lot of investors who invested maybe even in the mid levels around here will still be waiting for the price to recover back to these levels, right? That's something. But then in terms of the listing of Hotbit, right? Why is this Hotbit listing of Metapets very important, right? So there are three main advantages. So if you are an investor, you'd want to listen to this video all the way to the end. The number one thing is Hotbit is a centralized exchange, right? Unlike PancakeSwap is a decentralized exchange. So Hotbit is a centralized exchange, right? That's one of the advantages, because it's easy to use, right? And also there is no spillage, as well as you minimize your centralization risk. Now, what do we mean by that, right? So if you remember the static audit that was done, right, it showed that the owner has got access to all these functions. So if the owner account was to be hacked, right, then it can have devastating consequences for the project. So if you are on a DEX, if you're invested onto MetaMask, immediately that some changes are made to the contract, right, like some of these fees, some of these functions are set, right, it's going to affect you immediately. But if you're invested on a centralized exchange such as Hotbit, you get a small window of opportunity whereby you can quickly go and sell your coins, right? Unlike on a decentralized exchange, the moment that the contract is updated there, right, you are not able to, for example, if selling is blocked or for whatever reason, right? So on a centralized exchange, you've got a small window of opportunity before the news breaks for you to just go and sell your tokens immediately, right? But some of the things that you need to keep in mind, of course, is the tax still applies. So if you are going to be transferring coins from your wallet to Hotbit, right, you open up a Hotbit account, you do the KYC and all that, there's still the 13% tax still applies, right? So when you transfer, when you buy, when you sell, the 13% tax still applies, right? That's one of the things. So the centralization is one of the major things that gives you a small window of opportunity if you are on a centralized exchange. If anything was to happen, right, the contract is hijacked or whatever happens, right, you have a small window of opportunity to go and sell out all your coins on a centralized exchange, unlike on a DEX, right? That's one of the things. But some of the cons, right, of buying your coins on Hotbit or transferring your coins to Hotbit or having your Metapets on Hotbit is that the team has to negotiate in terms of reflections, because there is that reflections that you get if you're in your MetaMask wallet, you get those reflections. But if you're on a centralized exchange such as Hotbit, the team at Metapets have to actually negotiate, right, with these centralized exchanges to give reflections. So this is something that you need to find out. If you are going to be transferring your coins to Hotbit, just keep in mind that you might not, your reflections might stop, right? That's one thing that you just need to know, right? But there are several other projects that have managed to successfully negotiate with centralized exchanges for their investors to receive reflections. And also another disadvantage of a centralized exchange is the price, right? You get a price mismatch. For example, if you go into markets here in terms of Metapets, you see that there is La Token, right? And you do see that the price difference is quite huge. On Pancake Swap, you see that it's 90203, and also on LA Token, it's 903, right? So in Hotbit list, we're going to be seeing what price point is going to have. So if you don't have a lot of centralized exchanges, like you see, obviously Pancake Swap is a DEX, is a decentralized exchange. LA Token is centralized, right? So when you have, you need to have more centralized exchanges to have for the price to be almost on the same level, right, across the board, because you're going to be getting those investors who trade in arbitrage. Those are the ones that help to balance out the price between exchanges. But if you don't have a lot of exchanges, right, you can have these differences. So this is some things that you need to take note. And one thing that we did learn, Metapets obviously is trending, right, on CoinMarketCap. Is trending #1, but this is the interesting thing. We do see here that even though it's trending at #1, we do see that there's still 71% of the people voting bad. So it just goes to show you that a coin will trend not because there's anything good or bad happening on the project. It's most probably CoinMarketCap uses just check how many people are visiting the Metapets page, right? And that is what is causing it to trend, because obviously there's huge interest into Metapets, and Metapets has got some of the hugest amount of people who have invested, over almost 110,000 or even more. Now, if you go to check, we have invested into Metapets. So you're going to be getting, when you are back in a bullish market like this, a lot of people investing in Metapets are going to be visiting the Metapets page on CoinMarketCap. So I think that's one of the metrics that they do use, right, to check if a coin is trending or not. So trending does not necessarily mean that there's anything good or bad happening with the project. It just means that there's a lot of interest that is happening with the project. You can just think about it, right? About trending. Anything can trend either for good or for bad, right? But definitely we do see that Metapets is trending, right? But in crypto, when you are trending, you get noticed, and a lot of people come and they do buy, right? So that's one of the things. Of course, we still have a lot of issues that we did talk about in terms of Metapets. We are still waiting for the team to give us an update in terms of the trademarks and all that. So obviously, just ensure that you are subscribed to the channel, and when the news come out, I'll be sharing it with you. So this is something that I just wanted to share with you today. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.